few days prior, I came home from work, and my neighbor stopped me and asked me if we had some work getting ready to go on at in our backyard, and I told her no, and she goes, well, there was a woman here earlier with a clipboard knocking on the front door, and then she came around, opened our back gate, and actually came into the backyard, and she said she watched her, and she said she walked all around in the back, and then finally she left. Later on, whenever I went inside, I found the note on my door saying that it was a census taker.
She came in, you know, their back gate, it's privacy fenced, so you know, she just decided to come have a look around your backyard without any kind of permission that day, huh?
Basically, that's the information I got from my neighbor.
Okay. You leave for the store, of course. Sydney's 11, so, you know, lock the doors and, you know, don't answer the door for anything, and call me if something comes up. You leave for Walmart to pick up a couple things. What happens after that?
Well, I just got to Walmart, picked up a couple of things, and my daughter Sydney called me and said that there was a woman knocking on the door. I said, well, just stay on the phone with me for a minute. I'm assuming that she had just gotten there. Later found out she'd been there for about 5 minutes. And but at the time, I thought I'd give her a minute to knock and leave. Well, she said she's still knocking, Dad. I'm starting to get scared. She's knocking louder. So I said, just keep the door locked, stay out of sight. I'll leave the store and I'll be on my way.
My dad had just left for the store, and this lady just walked up and started knocking on the door. She kept on knocking, and it started getting like a lot louder, and it was starting to scare me a lot.
Okay. So you called Dad, and what did Dad say?
He just said to stay on the phone and that he would stay and talk to me until she left.
Okay, and eventually she left, but how long do you think it was? How long did it seem like to you?
It seemed like a half hour, but it was really 20 minutes.
It was about 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. And was there any point where you like really worried that was she creepy in any way, or were you?
She kept on looking, like she was looking through the windows, and at that point when she was looking through the windows, I was in the kitchen, because you couldn't see anyone if you were in the kitchen from the front.
So you were hiding in the kitchen, so she couldn't see you anymore.
Yes.
You're a police officer, and you weren't able to get back because there was an accident on the highway, and but you stayed on the phone with Sid the whole time, and you tried to contact other the other police departments to get out here and see if they couldn't figure out what was going on. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. I'd called the local office for where I live. Unfortunately, they were tied up on a serious accident. They contacted my office, and they were sending a car out of my area trying to get to my residence.
I mean,
no, I didn't. It didn't even occur to me that it could be a census taker due to the persistency of her knocking and keep pounding. I guess being a police officer, I'm starting to think that this could be just somebody trying to make sure nobody was home. Possible break-in about to occur at my residence, and that was one of the big reasons that I called for a patrol unit to start that way. Yeah, you could tell the longer it went on, the more nervous her voice was getting, and she kept asking me where I was at, how long it was going to be before I got there. So, and every few seconds or so she would, she's not leaving, and her voice was starting to get shaky. So I could tell that she was really getting nervous, and this woman was getting persistent. I could hear her knocking in the background, the doorbell ringing. My dog was going crazy.
And she just wouldn't stop. You could actually hear the knocking.
Yeah, at one point I could actually hear her knocking on the door.
And also, when you got home, you were pretty mad, and you called the Census Bureau.
Yes, I did.
And what did that you told them, that you were upset about what happened, and what did they say? Did they seem concerned?
Didn't seem too concerned about it at all. They were just like, well, we've got people working the area. I even gave them the name that was left on the sheet. They just basically disregarded me on it, I felt.
She kept on knocking and it started getting like a lot louder, and it was starting to scare me.